This person wants to know why they always mention Chicago and they never mention Memphis, because that doesn't fit the narrative, right? Chicago has been used as an example of what conservatives consider to be evil liberal policies for decades, like going back to my great grandfather's time, right? Chicago has always been used as an example, and one of the reasons why Chicago has been used as an example is because there's a heavy black population here, and I'm not saying that there isn't one in Memphis, but eons ago, when segregation was still a thing, Chicago was used as an example of desegregation failing. And it's in a blue state. Memphis is in a red state. Whether it's a blue city or not is irrelevant to these people, and it doesn't fit the narrative. But you're right. Memphis, on all of the various categories they talk about, is worse than Chicago. 2024 crime rates in U.S. cities report. For murder, Baltimore, Detroit, then Memphis. For grape, Detroit, Columbus, Denver. Aggravated assault, Memphis, Detroit, Kansas City. Robbery, Baltimore, Memphis, Philadelphia. Burglary, Seattle, Memphis, Albuquerque. Larceny, San Francisco, Memphis, Portland. Motor vehicle theft, Denver, Memphis, Portland. Memphis is in the top 3 in almost all of these. But Memphis isn't the boogeyman that's been used for decades. Chicago is. Memphis, for whatever reason, doesn't draw their eye the way Chicago does. So they keep pushing their narratives about Chicago. Chicago's the most dangerous city in the country. It's not. It's not even the most dangerous city in the state of Illinois. Literally. Like Peoria is worse. You are more likely to get killed in Peoria, Illinois than you are in Chicago, Illinois. No joke. The stats bear it out. But it doesn't matter because Chicago's the narrative. Chicago has been the city that's been used, like I said before, as an example of desegregation failing. Look, the black people are just running amok in the city of Chicago and nobody gives a fuck. You step off the plane at O'Hare and poof, you take one to the chest. You step out of the cab, your purse is going to get stolen. You go to a movie theater, your wallet's going to get lifted. It doesn't matter. The whole fucking place is horrendous. It's a subterranean shithole, a post-apocalyptic hellscape. And it's not even the worst city in the fucking state. They always say Chicago because they're too fucking simple-minded to think for themselves. They just hear Chicago bad, Chicago bad, Chicago bad, and then they regurgitate that shit like the good little lemmings that they are.